Hello Chocks and Chockets, never in between, Chocolo Roberto here for another video review. This time with the Cadbury milk chocolate cake bar. Yeah, loaded with lovely milk chocolate it says, yes. So it's not just Cadbury's cake bars, because there are these caramel ones here. So it's, yeah, Cadbury's caramel cake bar. So yeah, it sounds a bit an odd way to put it. And they do have different ones in the range as well. They've got a crunchy one and the fudge one as well, yeah. So basically all the same, it's just the top that's different, you know. So reviewing all those shortly. Yeah, so hopefully the sponge is nice. That's the common bit between them all. But yeah, looks relatively interesting. Yes, why not try our other lovely Cadbury cakes? Well, there we go. Well, we will be doing. We've beat you to it, Cadbury. Yeah, so super vegetarians. 100 grams calories, 440 calories, 22.1 grams of fat, 10.8 of which are saturates. And per cake, 110 calories, 5.5 grams of fat, 2.7 of which are saturates. Yes, it says a chocolate flavoured sponge with a chocolate flavour topping, covered in milk chocolate. Ingredients: milk chocolate 34%. There's palm oil there, you can see. Vegetable oil, palm in brackets. Yes. May contain nuts. So there we go. Yeah, interesting. Yeah. Neon sign there, so you want to try our other lovely Cadbury pots, as I mentioned before. Yes, okay, yeah, it's a quite interesting one. It's going to have the usual problem, I think, with lots of these cake bars. You know, it's going to be essentially it's going to be space in the middle in the packaging. It's going to basically allow another one to fit in, I would have said. So it's always the way with these cake bars. They're always like that. But we'll give it an open and find out. So yeah, without further ado, let's do it. Let's give it an open. Okay, let's get these Cadbury milk chocolate cake bars on open. Yeah, so do the outer packaging, of course, first, and see what they're like on the inside. So let's do that. See if we've see what we're up against. Yes, there we go. So you can see there, pretty much automatically, there's enough space here for an extra bar. You know, it's a bit poor, isn't it? That, I mean, it really is a bit poor. When we open it properly in a second, we'll see as well just how much space is available. But it is a bit poor. All right, well, let's give this individual one open then. So time recording done about 820 reviews, believe it or not. So if you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you've not done so already. In the top right hand corner, I've got a link to a place for more reviews and probably other cake bar reviews as well. So after you watch this one, yeah, check those out as well. Hopefully you enjoy those too. Okay, well there we go. So yeah, as I didn't sort of glossed over it, but pretty standard looking packaging there. Looks quite like it does on the outside but without the picture. But yeah, you can see here, look, if I put this in here, and you can see there just how much, you know, there's the space on top. So if I unwrap them all, there'd still be the space here. So you could probably fit, you know, I say all these out of the pack. You can see the way that there's gaps in between the packaging, things like this. You could probably fit another one here, plus roughly, I don't know, maybe a quarter, again on top. And obviously times 5 or 6 even if you could fit an extra one in. That's quite a lot really. So it's at least, you know, another bar there. So at least you could fit another bar in area at the top and at the side, and then maybe half another bar as well on top of that. So pretty terrible really. All right, let's have a look into it. Let's have a see. I'll say, well, actually, just before I do that, if I can show you the this sort of other pack of the caramel ones, and if I put this on top of it there, you can see, you know, it's going to be the same size. Of course, I know this is the caramel one, but yeah, so pretty poor that. All right, well, let's give it a measure then before we go any further. Right. Okay, let's see. Yeah, it's about 7.3 centimetres in length. And height at the top, around 2.2 centimetres. And then the width, about 2.8. Okay. Right, let's give it a bit of a chop, see what we're up against. Yeah, so let's see. Squeegee on the top. It has condensed down a bit. So if you look, here's what it's like on the front. I think that's not too bad, you know. So the chocolate's pushed down a bit over the top, but I think that's a pretty good representation there. Let's say if you know the chocolate here, so I'd say, is pushed down with a knife, so it isn't actually showing exactly how much cream's on top. Can't really lift it up, unfortunately. Yeah, just what did it actually say? Chocolate flavour sponge with a chocolate flavour topping. Okay, I guess it's a cream flavour. Yeah, because there's a bit of a gap coming off there where the chocolate separated slightly from the sponge. But overall, I think that's not too bad. That's on the other side here. Yeah. Let's say quite soft. So if I do, I can't really chop it from the other side. If I just kind of chop it from the side there, it's kind of squidged a bit now, so not really getting a too greater look at what it actually looks like. But yeah, it's not too bad, basically. It's the gist of it. Yeah, a bit lighter maybe than on the packaging sponge-wise, but obviously not quite as uniform, but not too bad. It does have a bit of a darker chocolate colour in the middle there. Not sure what that's about, but yeah. All right. Well, I think it should. Yeah, it'll slightly look quite as dark in hand, but on the camera it looks quite a bit darker in the centre. Yeah. Okay. All right. It was dark on the outside then, but it's just a reflection, I think. Okay. Well, let's give this a taste. See what it's like. So let's do it. Let's give it a taste. Looks very nice. Will it taste nice? That's the question. Let's find out. Okay, we'll just give these Cadbury milk chocolate cake bars a taste. So yeah, quite excited for these ones. Got one I sort of opened, prepared earlier. So yeah, let's give it a go. Give it a taste. Let's do it. Let's give it a taste. Not too bad. Relatively nice sponge. Quite typical. I wouldn't say it's particularly anything great, but it's all right. Top's kind of where it's at. It's okay. It's kind of like a chocolate cream, basically. Is the gist of it. You can see there's not much of chocolate cream to an extent. You can see they've sort of taken off the cream there and bit it off, but yeah, so it's quite a lot of sponge. The sponge is all right. It's a bit like probably is exactly the same as a sponge in a mini roll, Cadbury's mini roll. It's okay. It's a bit like a mini roll, but in a different structure really. Obviously the cream on the top, in this case chocolate flavoured. It's all right. I don't think it's anything too dramatic. Yeah, I think it's kind of you know, a pretty standard sort of chocolate cream taste to it, but it's okay. You know, a bit like the cream you get. Let's say, well, typically in a cake, you know what I mean, like between layers of a cake. It's that kind of cream, really. It's not really overly chocolatey. It's sort of yeah, it's a typical cake sort of cream. Buttercream style there. Not too bad, these ones. I feel like just having a sort of bit of a chocolate cake, really. I mean, okay, could probably do with maybe slightly more cream, not too sure, or maybe something a bit more chocolatey. As in, you know, solid chocolate or whatever. I mean, the chocolate on the outside of this is okay again, but it's just like the chocolate on the mini roll. It's a bit like a mini roll, basically. It's just okay, you know. It ticks the right boxes. It's nice, it's tasty, but it's not gonna blow your socks off. It's a good cake bar. It's not too dry, but it's nothing that really stands out. So yeah, it's all right. You know, as I say, it's just like having a bit of a slice of chocolate cake, but perhaps with not as much cream, or not quite as chocolatey as you like, but it's still relatively chocolatey. It's probably a 3.5, maybe a 4. I'm probably going to say a 3.5 out of 5. It's you know, it ticks the boxes. It's okay. There's just no real wow factor there. Probably good for a kid's lunchbox or something. But yeah, it's all right. It's not unpleasant. So probably not as exciting or as interesting as a mini roll. The cream in there is a bit more, you know, spaced throughout it all equally. This one's just all at the top, but it's not a million miles away from it. So yeah, it's okay. It's nice. You know, you're not gonna regret having it, but it's just not really gonna blow your socks off. So yeah, 3.5 out of 5. Okay guys, so we enjoyed that review. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Check out the YouTube member program. Link for that's in the description. Go to support the channel. Check out the Discord server as well. Link for that's also in the description. Go to keep in touch with myself and the community. Yeah, leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a comment or free as well. Great to hear from you, really is. Yeah, I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, guys. See you soon. Bye. See you.